Barako Bull talagang hindi sumuko, coming back from as much as 25 down. But in the end, it was the big shots of all the heroes of Rain or Shine that allowed them to rise. As we take a look at the highlights of our game. Strong first quarter para sa Rain or Shine.
There was no highlights here for Barako. This is all Rain or Shine. This actually was almost all Wendell McInnes. 17 points in the first quarter. That's all of his points in the first half. And look at that, he's always leaking out. The defense was very poor for Barako. The effort was not there. But for them to come back, well, look at this. They're just going down the middle. There's nobody resisting. And they just continued to pile up the points. 35 to 16.
Pagdating ng second quarter, Dr. J, there was a 34-point bomb na pinakawala naman ng Barako Bull. As you take a look at McInnes moving very well and connecting with Almazan with that reverse stuff. Pero doon nabuhay din dito yung laro ng Barako Bull. Their bench mob, led of course by some of the players. Joseph Yo, one of those guys. Chico Lanete coming in. Willie Wilson scrapping and fighting. Kaya naman humabol sila ng ating second quarter.
Yeah, you know, this was the quarter for RR Garcia. He had 12 points in this quarter. And then there's Joseph Yo coming off the bench now and really helping out. Kung nakabalik na sila, dahan-dahan nila binalikan yung 25 points, eventually cutting it down to 10.
Nakita naman natin dito sa third quarter, action was really getting chippy. Rain or Shine coming out with a strong start dito sa ating ikatlong yugto. You saw the ball movement of Rain or Shine. Everyone was really getting involved. But the turnovers forced by Barako Bull allowed them to keep it step.
Yeah, McMorrow really was like a monster in the second, third, fourth, and the first two overtimes. He just played with a heart and with a fervor. 13-point lead. Actually, nadagdagan pa nga ng Rain or Shine yan. Belga also, before he fouled out. And this is a terrific shot. This ball game was tied at that stage. And then that three-point shot by Jeff Champ. Contested, about a 25-footer. You know, Barako had many chances to get layups on fast breaks again. But RR Garcia, 1 point from overtaking his best player of the game. And if he had made that layup, in the regulation, they would have won the game. He would have had a career high, plus the best player of the game honors.
Rain or Shine also committed some uncharacteristic turnovers. And dito, Liam McMorrow ties it up with a slam. And then this last sequence, Belga defended well by McMorrow. They put back at that ni Paul Lee. Was denied. At kinailangan natin ng ating unang overtime.
Paul was looking for a foul. He could have finished that from the free throw line because he was in the attempt of shooting.
With the Rain or Shine coming out strong in overtime.
Rain or Shine always took a 5-point lead at the start of both overtimes, yes. But Barako always came back. Like this spectacular shot by Jeff that gave them a 5-point lead. And then his pass.
Again, the big-to-big passing of Rain or Shine, allowing them to get easy shots. Pero nakita natin yung puso dito ng Barako Bull. Nakita din natin they were using every ounce of their energy.
Itong turnover really allowed Barako to win it with 3. Actually, na-reset yan to 3.7 pero hindi nila nakakuha. No? And
there was Garcia's attempt at the layup.
That would have finished it. But there you can see Wilson is wide open. If they had given him the ball, he might have gotten fouled. But they went to a different play, and the realization of who was open, how close he was to the basket.
And just for perspective, dito sa ating laro, it really went down to the absolute last shot of the game. As you saw Gabe Norwood knocking down the jumper off the glass, agad din bumawi itong Barako Bull. As you can see, Chico Lanete.
This was a nice pass. This was a difficult pass to get through. That's why the last pass that he could have given to McMorrow for them to tie, I was surprised he took the shot on his own.
Paul Lee in takeover mode. I'll strap you on my back and pull you to the finish line. The go-ahead bucket. And that was the final count, 134 to 132, because of the defensive stop on Chico Lanete.
Yeah, they could have easily just thrown it into McMorrow. But he decided to take a difficult shot with probably one of the biggest defenders from the perimeter, Gabe Norwood.